Hello everyone, and welcome to the second entry in the audio journal. Really quick before we begin, I just wanted to give a really big thank you to everybody who lent an ear, everybody who listened in last week's video. We had incredible freaking 90 views, 2.5 watch hours, and a whole 10 new subscribers. This is amazing news for me personally. I'm very, very happy about that. And yeah, thank you to everybody who stuck around, everybody who's new here, or rather, if you're new here, whether it be like I said previously from my Instagram or you're just someone who stopped by. Thank you so much for listening. If you wanted to get a little bit more information on what this is, I'd say go check out my last video. It should be, I'll put a link in the description as well as just check the channel. There's not that many videos on this channel. But yeah, thank you guys so much again for listening, and I hope you guys stick around. So, to begin, the time is 1:28 p.m. Date is August 6th, 2026, and it's going to be Devlog 0.1. The devlog numbers are going to increase. Or the devlog, the number. I don't know what each number is supposed to represent. I know that like the first number is supposed to be the patch. Second number is supposed to be update to the patch. I don't know. I'm not a I'm not a computer. I don't care. But 0.1, we're gonna start. The devlogs are gonna move up as a new, not major event, but as a bigger thing happens, whether it be like an exam or anything like that. As so I've decided, or just like a bigger life event happens, I will start a new kind of chapter in that. But yeah, so this is gonna be the this is just gonna be an update on the previous starter to this channel. Just to go over, let's just go over last week. The last 8 days have been pretty good. This was my last full-time work week. I got put back down to part-time as most of my coworkers came back from vacation. And yeah, that's kind of what I really did. Hung out with friends. I was able to go out to dinner a couple times, which was really nice. Hopefully, we're hoping we get baseball tickets either today or tomorrow because we really want to go see we want to go see those Dodgers D-backs games. So we're really hoping for that. But yeah, that's basically last week. Nothing too crazy. If there's any big change, I will let everybody know. But to get into the topic, as you may have seen by the title, the money is going to have to come from somewhere. Now, the question of that somewhere is, the answer seems pretty simple, but it's obviously going to be a loan. But the money that I'm going to have to get to pay off the loan is going to have to come from somewhere. Excuse me. So, I would like to be pretty transparent as I want to get your guys' input on just like what I should do, what maybe you guys are doing, what just kind of see what's going on. So, like I said in the last video, the tuition is going to be more than $120,000. That number is probably going to change. It's probably only going to go up, but you never know. It could go down, could go up. I am applying to many scholarships on a regular basis, and I have gotten a couple already. And like I said also in the previous video, Kroger, or where I currently work, does actually help pay for my insurance. And yeah, no, so excuse me. So to get the numbers out there, in the current account that I have after selling all the stuff that I mentioned in the previous video, we are currently sitting at a $12,000 baseline. So that number is going to go up, that number is going to go down. It's currently sitting in a brokerage account because I don't want to pay the extra taxes on a Roth IRA on top of the long-term gains tax. So given that number, we currently, obviously, I'm not going to be able to save up $120,000 in 4 years. That is not real. I know damn well that is not realistic, and I know that that is not without a severe amount of luck, because I don't like trading options. I like buying stocks and like holding, because as I'll get into my splits, it's going to be really hard to get to that number. And even the current goal that I have set for myself is incredibly hard. So, at a baseline of about $12,000, my account is split up into about 65 to 70% of generic ETFs, mainly three. It is going to be a dividend ETF, just because I like having a little bit of diversity in the portfolio, and this specific dividend ETF is actually outperforming the S&P 500 this year, which is a pretty good thing. And everyone probably may have guessed, an S&P 500 ETF and a NASDAQ ETF. So those are my three. That's going to be holding about 65 to 70% of my investments. And then outside of that, we have the last 35% invested into regular stocks that I feel will do pretty well in the coming years. Some of it is going to be in earth metals, some of it is going to be into space, and then some of it is going to be into tech. It's pretty evenly split between all those. And there's a couple other companies in there. I think the current amount of holdings that I have in my account right now is, I think it's about 11. So outside of the three ETFs, I'm holding about eight individual companies, and then, or sorry, six individual companies, and then two specific ETFs that target two individual markets that I like. So of all that, the current goal is roughly 60,000, and my goal is to get half in 4 years, which 12,000 to 60,000 on its own is pretty impossible in 4 years. But I'm going to be saving about $100 a week. I'm still going to be working part-time throughout my entire degree, and whenever I'm on break, I'm going to pick up as many hours as I can just to be able to have extra money for myself and obviously extra money to save, because I'm going to be pretty frugal, I'll be honest, for these next 4 years. I'm not going to be going out as much. I'm not going to be I'm not going to be going on these little trips. I'm not going to be doing all these little things. I'm mainly just going to, whenever I have the time off, I'm going to be resting or working. And that's kind of a recipe for burnout, but that's kind of why I started this, because I did want to just kind of talk about it. And honestly, I think talking about it gets the weight off my chest and allows me to get a little bit less burnout almost, or stay away from it. But yeah, on top of saving that $100 a week, that gives me an extra $5,200 a year, which we can just round that down to 20,000, just in case anything happens. We'll round that down to 20,000, puts us at 32, and then every year until I'm done, I'm going to be getting 3,500 from Kroger. So that's going to be an extra, what is that, 14,000 on top of the 32, which puts us at about 46. 46 to 60 is a lot more manageable, and that number in 4 years, obviously I don't have the 46 now, and if I did, I could probably get to over 60 pretty relatively quick. But given that number, I think that 60 is going to be very safe. I think 60 is a very safe number, and yeah, I think half will allow me to pay a lot of it off the moment I'm done in bulk, and then kind of work off the rest and get it done relatively quickly. Because obviously pharmacists make a decent chunk of money, and if I still am, I'm gonna be the ripe age of 25 when I'm done. So I think I could take, just when I'm done, just a year into dedicating to working. But yeah, so that's the plan for the current state of everything, for at least money wise. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to bring that up, and I wanted to get anybody else's input and anybody else's thoughts. If anybody has any suggestions or any questions, I'd love to answer them. Just see if you guys had any different ideas for me. But yeah, goal, and keep moving forward. The goals for the upcoming week: finish all my certifications for school, finish a couple other things I do have to finish something for work today, which I have to finish a couple little online things. But yeah, mainly just to finish stuff for school, finish those last couple certifications. And then yeah, that's kind of it for this week. The certifications should really only take, like, I think the email that I got said they take about 12 hours, so hoping to get that done sooner than that. But yeah, other than that, work, and probably just keep mentally prepping myself and doing any other little thing of studying that I can do before school starts. But yeah, hope everybody does have a great week. If you were able to sit around and listen, thank you so much for listening. And yeah, I would love to see you all in the next one. I'm going to try and put out maybe one or two more before I start. No guarantees, because if nothing really happens, I don't really have much to talk about. So if stuff does happen, you guys will hear about it. If not, then sometimes that is just a better thing. But all right, hope you guys all have a great week. All of you guys who are new, thank you guys so much for listening. If you would like to subscribe, please do. And yeah, check out that previous video if you guys can. Thank you so much, and I will talk to you all in the next one. Thank you again.